Welcome to Mama Crypto channel. From pension checks to moon bags, watch Mama Crypto fly. Hello my dear grandkids, we meet again. In this video, Grandma's going to talk about the impact of BTC today on altcoins and how KP affects both Bitcoin and altcoins. It's going to be a fun one packed with insights. Today, Grandma's transforming a beautiful teacher to guide you all. And listen up, whoever skips the next video, Brand must read to the authorities. First, you need to understand what BTC.D is. BTC.D is a metric that shows the percentage of the total cryptocurrency market value that is held by Bitcoin. BTC.D is calculated using the following formula. BTC.D equals Bitcoin market capitalization divided by total cryptocurrency market capitalization, then multiplied by 100%. Next, you need to understand what an altcoin is. An altcoin is a type of cryptocurrency different from Bitcoin, and sometimes Ethereum, usually designed to address certain limitations or to add new features to existing cryptocurrencies. Now let's get into the main video. Grandma will explain to you how BTC.D affects altcoins. If altcoin dominance increases, it means capital is moving from Bitcoin into altcoins. Altcoins go up, Bitcoin goes down. But if altcoin dominance decreases, it shows investors are moving back into Bitcoin, signaling a more cautious outlook on the market. But hold on, don't rush kids. Pay attention to what Grandma's about to say. A high Bitcoin dominance doesn't always mean altcoins will go down. Sometimes it just means Bitcoin is growing faster than the rest of the market. The altcoin season can be short-lived, so keeping up with market trends is very important. BTC.D is not a perfect prediction tool, but combining it with other analysis tools will give you a more complete view of the market. Before we get to how KP impacts Bitcoin and altcoins, my dear kids, you first need to understand what KP actually is. CPI, the Consumer Price Index, tracks the changes in the prices of essential goods and services in daily life, from food and housing to education and healthcare. This index acts like a thermometer measuring the inflation of the economy. CPI has a two-sided impact. On one hand, Bitcoin is often seen as a hedge against inflation when CPI rises. On the other hand, tighter monetary policy to control CPI can reduce liquidity, putting downward pressure on the crypto market. This creates a complex relationship between CPI and the overall movement of the crypto market. Now let's get into the main part where Grandma talks about the impact of CPI on Bitcoin. First, statistical data shows that the correlation between CPI and Bitcoin's price isn't fixed, changes depending on the market cycle. During periods of mild CPI fluctuations below 3%, Bitcoin usually moves independently with little direct impact. When CPI goes above 5%, the correlation increases significantly. In particular, technical analysis shows that Bitcoin often reacts the strongest within 48 hours after CPI numbers are released, with price swings that can reach as much 10–15% when the reported CPI deviates sharply from forecasts. Next, let's talk about the impact of CPI on altcoins. Major altcoins like Ethereum, BNB, and Solana usually react more strongly than Bitcoin when CPI data comes out. This is clearly shown by their higher price volatility, which can be 1.5 to 2 times greater than Bitcoin's. For example, if Bitcoin drops 5% per CPI release, Ethereum could fall 8–10%. While secondary altcoins like Cardano or Polygon might even drop 12–15%. This phenomenon is explained by the lower liquidity of altcoins and the risk of sensitive investors during times of macroeconomic uncertainty. What's interesting is that altcoins with strong ecosystems and real-world use cases like Ethereum often recover faster after volatility. And that wraps up the final content of this video. Remember these insights, kids, and use them to shape your own investment strategy. In the next video, Grandma will talk about what a DEX, what a KEX is, analyze the strengths of both DEX and KEX, and introduce the top trusted KEX exchanges today. It's very useful knowledge that you kids definitely need to pay attention to. Thank you to everyone for watching the video. See you in the next ones. Mama Crypto will be back. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to my channel.